Hello guys, hope you're all doing fine. Yet again, this is Gifted Hands Edwin. Welcome to yet another very insightful episode brought to you by Forex, delving into the intricacies of the markets. Today, our theme topic or our area of interest will be psychology. This has been a very widely misunderstood concept in the field of trading. And today, we'll be having the deeper understanding of what really psychology is. Let's talk about psychology when it comes to the Oxford Dictionary. The Oxford Dictionary explained that psychology is simply the mental state that influences an individual's behavior. Now, this same ideology is brought into the field of trading and misused, and people look at it in a certain different way, which is of course not a problem. The problem is we want to see how we can effectively look at psychology and apply it in our trading well. The misconception about psychology is that psychology is linked to emotions, and human emotions are simply hormones that are secreted into your blood system to produce a flight and fight mode. And we know that these hormones are simply human and they're okay to have. It's okay to have the fear, it's okay to have the hope, it's okay to have the greed. Now this takes us into another area that is very critical for us to understand what exactly are these different hormones that drive our psychology, that later we call fear, greed, or hope. The misconception of psychology runs around three. That is the fear, the hope, and then the greed. Let's look deep into understanding what exactly is greed when it comes to the financial markets. We'll just look briefly at the fact that greed is simply believing that you'd want to hold a position that is very profitable for a very long time and fail to close. That later results into a loss. And in the end of it, we will see that this psychology is one which is affecting you. We should also look at the fact that we have the item of hope. Hope in itself is also an item that affects traders so much. And this happens most especially during times of losing streaks. When you are having an open contract, be it a buy or sell program, you decide to enter in a position at a particular point, and then you go into a losing streak but decide to hold it on. Most times, this results into bigger losses, even after knowing that you're having an issue. And this is an item of psychology at the same time. Another item is the item of fear. Fear is the flight mode that is produced also, same thing by the hormone that is going to give you that mentality of not entering a contract which will be profitable. Fear is simply failing to take a contract because of doubt or because of inconsistency in your trading system that later makes you fail to take a position which would be profitable in a trade. Well, after looking deep into the intricacies of these three areas that affect us the most, hope, greed, and fear, we now want to look at how we can really use these items into our trading instead. So we'll look at how we can benefit from the strong psychology that we can have to give us better positions in a trade. 1. We shall go into the 6 golden aspects that we look at as traders that makes our psychology really better, and we avoid the item of fear, hope, and greed. So to begin with, people always forget the fact that we always have to have a chronology in our success curve as traders. We have the beginner until the expert level. So everyone has to pass through that curve without cheating the process. And cheating the process involves those who jump away from a particular level and go straight into a level and decide to think that they will make it. Yes, you may make it, but the issue is consistency. Let's go into these 6 areas that are very key for us as traders to push through the markets. The very first item is study. The very second item is a trading system. The third item is a trading plan. The fourth item is risk management. The fifth item is discipline. We'll go deeper into understanding how these 6 core items can be put into us as traders and effective as values for us to put in our trading systems. Let's look at the first item, which is the study. Study is simply being exposed to the right materials that you would need as a trader to delve into the financial markets. Well, knowing that these markets are very big and one of the biggest institutions in the world, we want to make sure we have prior knowledge about these different institutions and how they move the market so we can participate alongside them and not against them. Remember, they're not there to make you win. It's you who has to put yourself in a position that is going to get you to a winning streak. So we do the first step, that is study, and study is broken down into 2. We'll be looking at the first step, which is getting a mentor. You're to get a mentor who is going to take you through the trading journey in a more precise and short-form way, compared to when you're exposed to many resources that you're not sure of and you find yourself lengthening your journey. So mentors help us break this journey for us and give us a key area to focus on as we trade. The second part in study is the self-study. After finishing your mentorship, or if you choose to do the self-study, you can go deep into understanding the markets on your own through sharpening the different strategies that you've studied through mentorship and your own research in the YouTube or different materials that you have. So this is do with the study. We'll look at the mentor and then personal research. So once you are good at the first step, then you can now go to the second step. And the second step is developing a trading system. A trading system is highly misunderstood by very many people. A trading system is a very key component for you as a trader because it's like the gun you take to the battlefield to fight with. And this takes time. Creating a trading system is not immediate after you getting your understanding of the financial market or a particular strategy. Rather, a trading system is something that you go with to the financial markets and keep on sharpening every time you go to the markets. And that involves continuous exposure to knowledge and continuously practicing on how to be better at that particular age. A trading system is one that is supposed to be simple as possible. After having all the knowledge from the markets, after having all the different concepts put in place, you sharpen your trading system and make it as simple and precise as possible. A trading system is exactly the same protocol that you'll follow as a trader every time you open your charts or your PC. That means that despite knowing very many different concepts, for example, I'm an ICT trader and I see different parts of the ICT concepts involving fair value gaps, breakup blocks, and then different IBDA cycles, but I will be able to break down these different concepts into a particular area of focus that I use to execute in these markets. That is called a trading system. It is also known as a trading edge. When you come to the markets to execute the same things now and again. Our next criteria is a trading plan. A trading plan is equally very effective and very necessary as a trader to consider while you're looking at these 6 concepts of success as a trader. A trading plan is simply your manager. This takes us back to Wall Street and other bigger institutions like JP Morgan and Barclays Bank that trade in the world institutions. These institutions have very organized systems. For example, they have the risk managers, they have the traders themselves, they have those who do the journaling of the trades, they have those who put the lot sizes and leverage sizes and different parts of the trading, they have those who focus on systematic approach of these different market approaches. So having looked at how organized these systems are, these institutions, we realize that we as traders have to incorporate all those different departments into one person. And that's what makes trading so complicated for us retail traders. As compared to institutions that have different departments specialized in focusing on key areas of trading, as traders, we have to deal with all that as a single person. And that's where the issue of psychology comes in. And that's why we want to talk about how we break down those key areas until we can find a way that we can be a better trader. Now, as a trading plan is a manager, you realize that a trading plan is exactly what you're going to follow or exactly what is going to guide your behavior during the trading system. You realize that a trading plan is one that is going to give you the do's and the don'ts when you're supposed to consider the trading environment as being good, when you prefer to sit down and focus on your analysis, when you prefer not to enter a trade and decide to say that the market conditions are not fair. That is a trading plan. It is like a manager that protects you and guides you. It also guides you on your risk management to put into consideration. It also guides you in the kind of different pairs you prefer to trade. It gives you all that insight because it is like your manager. So as a trader, you should have a trading plan that gives you a consistent approach to the markets. Our next very key area is the risk management. The risk management is one of the areas that is highly linked to psychology. In that people say that you find that a trader is putting a big lot size and they say the trader is over trading or is doing something that's wrong. But you realize that the lot size of a trade doesn't define you being a poor risk manager. However, risk management is completely subjective to a person as a trader. The person who has more experience in the market is most likely to use a bigger lot size in an account size compared to a person who is a beginner. It also brings us to the aspect of experience. If you're a trader and you're more experienced, you most likely use a bigger lot size than a trader who is less experienced. So the item of big lot sizing in the markets is not necessarily what we are supposed to look at as psychology, rather the experience and approach in the markets. So the more you get to understand yourself as a trader, the more risk exposure you'll be able to go into. And if you realize that you're having an issue with your trading system, then you have to use a lesser risk until you become a better trader. That is very key. The next very important aspect is the item of discipline. I, for a reason, have a reason as to why I have chosen to put discipline as the last. It's because this is one of the most overrated ideas of psychology, where they say someone should be very disciplined. Take into consideration being disciplined, completely doing the wrong thing. It's the same thing as being disciplined. You wake up in the morning, you do the analysis, and still do the wrong thing consistently. And that is why I'll put as the last. That means for you to be disciplined and be profitable at the same time and have good psychology, it means that the first 5 aspects above us should be in check. You should be able to consistently have studied, consistently have created a trading system that works, that you understand and you execute consistently. You should have a trading plan that you follow in every day as a trader. You should have a proper risk management, and then you should have proper discipline. Yet again, we have a very important criteria, and that is journaling. Journaling is simple and precise, yet as hard as it sounds at the same time. Simply journaling involves you writing down an analysis about the particular trades you've taken. You can make it as simple and as beautiful as you want it. Journaling involves simply writing the positions, the pairs, the time, maybe the strategy, and then the comments. That is a precise way I can talk about. But you can choose your own way of how to create a journal. But I want to look at how a journal is very important for us as traders. A journal will help you as a friend. It is the only place you'll go to as a trader and put down how you really feel about the markets when no one else understands that. A journal, however, at the same time can be equally dangerous as okay. A journal can be equally as dangerous as it may be good. How is this possible? This brings us back to how you must journal your trades. Leaving everything else constant, for example, the lot sizes, the time, the pairs you trade, the comments you put, you should always put into consideration this item. Never journal in your trade bad trade. And this takes us back to psychology. If you are a trader and after a losing trade you come and write bad trade, it affects your psychology. However, in your journal, you're supposed to have only 2 key areas. That is a good trade and a profitable trade. Whenever you take a losing trade, you write the reasons why you lost the trade, everything else, the pair, the lot size, but you write on the comment section good trade. On the time when you take a trade and it goes into profit, it does not hit SL, you come to your comment section and write profitable trade. Why do we consider this very key? When you come to your journal and every time you're writing a bad trade, it makes you question you as a trader, it makes you question your psychology, it makes you question your trading system. However, the reason as why we believe that the journal should only have good and profitable trades is because it helps us have a better refinement of us as traders and prevents us from doubting ourselves and then going back to the item of I lack psychology. So we can really see that after delving down from the 6 steps of a successful trader, you realize that after understanding that we first go through the study, then we go through the trading system, then we go to the trading plan, then we go into the risk management, then we go into the journaling, then our discipline. It gives us a consistency as a trader not to worry about psychology. And we realize that psychology is rather failure to adjust all these 6 concepts and rather pinning our issues into one key area of our trading life. And by the way, guys, do not forget to choose Tamam Brokerage Services as your favorite broker. It offers you 100% deposit bonus on every 5% on every $5 and above that you deposit. It also gives you a high leverage of 1,000 to 2,000 that you can use to increase your capital and be able to trade profitably. Don't forget to subscribe to Candy Forex YouTube channel. The link is in the description up below. Good time.